Hello students, today we will be going to start the next topic of some basic concept of chemistry, that is atomic mass, molecular mass and mole concept. Before starting the mole concept, first of all we have to know what is atomic mass. In the starting, when we studied the Dalton's atomic theory, atom was the fundamental particle of the matter. It means the atom was the smallest particle which is combining to form matter. So the next question arises, what is the atomic mass of a single atom? But it was very difficult to determine the atomic mass of single atom as it is very small, it cannot be seen through naked eyes. So alternative method was used, in which the elements are taken in the bulk form, their weight is taken and it is divided by the number of atoms which are present in that element. But it was difficult to determine the number of atoms, but later, because of the Gay-Lussac's law, according to Gay-Lussac's law, equal volume of all gases in similar condition of temperature and pressure is consisting of equal number of molecules. It means the ratio by mass of these gases are equivalent to the ratio by mass of single molecule. Example, if we take hydrogen and oxygen, there is two atoms in single molecule of hydrogen. It means the mass of hydrogen molecule is 2. One molecule of oxygen is having 2 atoms. It means the mass of oxygen molecule which is present is 32. It means 16 into 2, 32. So the ratio, simplest ratio which is obtained is 1:16. It means this ratio is represented in atomic form. If the single molecule of oxygen is having mass 2, then the atomic form is represented in 1. It means this is atomic ratio. It means the single atom of oxygen is 16 times heavier than that of hydrogen. So by this method we can obtain the atomic mass by taking reference atom. It means by this we can obtain the relative atomic mass. Absolute atomic mass cannot be determined at that time. So by the help of relative atomic mass, we can take one element as a reference atom, and by comparing the mass of the one element we can determine the mass of other element. So this is called relative atomic mass. So in the starting, hydrogen was used as a reference atom to determine the relative atomic mass of other elements. Next, oxygen was used as a reference atom to determine the relative atomic mass. Later, carbon was used as a reference atom, in which carbon isotope 12. Isotope 12, it means carbon which is having mass 12 is used as a reference atom to determine the relative atomic mass of other element. So what is the definition of atomic mass? Atomic mass of an element is a number of times of heavier than 1/12 of the carbon 12 isotope. So according to the definition, it means atomic mass of particular element is 1/12 of the carbon 12 isotope. It means in this we are taking carbon 12 isotope, in which the carbon is having mass 12. So the atomic mass of an element is 1/12 of the carbon 12 isotope. This was atomic mass. So in this case, because we are taking the carbon 12 as a reference atom to determine the relative atomic mass of another element, so in this case the atomic mass is represented in the form of AMU, which is known as atomic mass unit. It is used because in this case we are using relative atomic mass. In this case we are not determining the absolute atomic mass of an element. In this case we are determining the relative atomic mass, in which the one element is taken as a reference element. In this case the carbon 12 isotope is taken as a reference element to determine the atomic mass of other element. So in this case AMU is represented, which is atomic mass unit for determining the relative atomic mass. In recent years, absolute atomic mass of a particular element can be easily determined by using mass spectrometer. So the next question which arises, in many cases many elements are existing in the form of isotopes. We know that what is isotope. In the case of isotope, atomic masses are different, where whereas atomic number is same of the particular element. Example, as in the case of hydrogen, hydrogen is existing in 3 isotopes. One is protium, deuterium and tritium, in which the atomic number of atom of hydrogen element is 1, whereas their masses are different. In the case of protium, atomic mass is 1, whereas in the case of deuterium, atomic mass is 2. In the case of tritium, atomic mass is 3. So in these cases, average atomic mass is taken because these elements are existing in more than one isotope. So average atomic mass of these elements are determined. So how average atomic mass is determined? If the composition of these isotope of particular element is present in the form of ratio. If the question is given in which the composition of these isotopes are represented in the form of ratio. Example, as in the case of chlorine, we know that chlorine existing in the 2 isotope, one is having mass 35 and other is having mass 37, in which the atomic number is same, that is 17, but the mass is different. So if in the question their composition is represented in the form of ratio, if the ratio is 3:1. So how average atomic mass of chlorine will be determined? If their composition is present in the form of ratio, then the formula used, average atomic mass is equal to the mass of particular element and their composition in ratio. So in this case, chlorine 35 into 3 plus chlorine 37 into 1 divided by 3 plus 1, that is on adding both the number in the ratio. So this will be 4. So after calculation, the average atomic mass which is obtained for chlorine is 35.5. If the isotope is given in the form of percentage in the question instead of ratio, then the formula which is used for determining average atomic mass is, average atomic mass is equal to summation Pi Ai upon 100. So in this case, A bar, this is representing average atomic mass, this is summation, Pi is representing percentage abundance which is given in the question, Ai is representing atomic mass divided by 100. So this formula is used when percentage of isotope is given. This formula of average atomic mass is used when the percentage of isotope is given. This formula of average atomic mass is used when there is a ratio of isotope is given in the question. And the third atomic mass formula, average atomic mass formula, is used when there is a fractional abundance of isotope is given. So this formula is given as A, that is average atomic mass, is equal to summation Fi Ai. So in this case, Fi is representing fractional abundance which will be given in the question. Ai is atomic mass. So example, if we take the neon, neon is existing in the form of 3 isotope, in which neon 20, neon 21, neon 22. So these are the 3 isotopes of neon. If the fractional abundance which is given in the question is x1, x2 and x3, then on putting this value in the formula, what will be the average atomic mass? A is equal to neon first, which is having isotope having mass 20. So in this case, the fractional abundance is x1 into 20. So fractional abundance into atomic mass of that isotope plus 21 having fractional abundance x2 and the third isotope which is having mass 22. So 22 into x3. So if the value of fractional abundance is given in the question, then we can easily determine the average atomic mass of particular element. So these are the three formula which are used for determining the average atomic mass of particular element. Next is gram atomic mass. If the atomic mass of particular element is expressed in gram, then this will be known as gram atomic mass. Example, in the case of oxygen, single atom of oxygen is having mass 16. So if this atomic mass is represented in the form of grams, then this will be gram atomic mass. Similarly, in the case of chlorine, single atom of chlorine is having mass 35.5. So if it is represented in the form of grams, then this will be known as gram atomic mass. Next is molecular mass. So what is the definition of molecular mass? So molecular mass is defined as the number of times of particular substance is heavier than that of 1/12 of the mass of single atom of carbon 12 isotope. So what is the definition? According to the definition, molecular mass of particular substance is 1/12 of the mass of carbon 12. So this is molecular mass. It is similar to that of atomic mass. Only difference is that in the case of molecular mass, it is used for determining the mass of molecules or compound, whereas in the case of atomic mass, it is used for determining the mass of a single atom. Example, in the case of H2SO4, in this case molecular mass is determined. So what will be the molecular mass? We know that hydrogen, single atom of hydrogen is having mass 1. So there are two atoms, 1 into 2. Single atom of sulfur is having mass 32, and in this case oxygen atoms are 4, 16 into 4. So on addition, the mass which is obtained is 98 for H2SO4. So this is a molecular mass. If the molecular mass of particular substance is expressed in gram, then this is known as a gram molecular mass. It means if H2SO4 mass is represented in the form of grams, expressed in the form of grams, then this will be known as gram molecular mass. Next is formula mass. Formula mass is used for the ionic compound. Example, KCl, NaCl, Na, NO3. For ionic compound, formula mass is used because in the case of ionic compound, they do not exist in the form of molecules. They are existing in the form of ions which are closely packed to form three-dimensional crystal lattice structure. Example, in the case of NaCl, single Na plus ion is surrounded by 6 Cl minus ion. Similarly, single Cl minus ion will be surrounded by 6 Na plus ion. Because of that, they form closed packed structure. It means they are not existing in the form of molecules. They are existing in the form of crystal, ionic crystals. So in this case, formula mass term is used. In the case of NaCl, atomic mass of sodium is 23. And we know that chlorine atom is having atomic mass 35.5, which is coming on addition 58.5. So the formula mass of NaCl is 58.5. If we express the mass of this NaCl in grams as 58.5 gram, then this will be known as a gram formula mass. Next is equivalent mass. Equivalent mass of a substance is defined as number of part by mass of particular substance is combining or displacing directly or indirectly 1.008 part by mass of hydrogen, or 8 part by mass of oxygen, or 35.5 part by mass of chlorine. So this is known as equivalent mass. So for determining the equivalent mass of particular element, what is the formula of equivalent mass? Equivalent mass of particular element is defined as atomic mass of that element divided by valency. Atomic mass of that element divided by valency. Example, in the case of copper oxide. In this case, if we take the compound copper oxide, in which we have to determine the equivalent mass of copper. So equivalent mass of copper in copper oxide. What is the mass of copper? Copper is having mass 63.6. What is the valency of copper in this copper oxide? Copper is having valency 2 and oxidation state is +2. Oxygen is having -2 oxidation state. So divided by 2. So what will be the equivalent mass of copper which will be obtained? So in this case, so on solving, the value which is coming 31.8, which is equivalent mass of copper in cupric oxide. Whereas if we take another oxide of copper, this is cuprous oxide, in which the oxidation state of oxygen is -2, whereas oxidation state which is coming on single atom of copper which is +1. So in this case, the valency of copper is 1. Equivalent mass of copper in cuprous oxide, we know that copper is having mass 63.6. In this case, the valency is 1, so divided by 1. So what is the equivalent mass of copper in cuprous oxide? 63.6. In this case, in cupric oxide, valency was 2. So the equivalent mass is half, whereas in this case the valency is 1. So in this case the equivalent mass is coming as it is atomic mass of copper. Similarly, we can also determine the equivalent mass of ions. Example, if we take carbonate ion having formula CO3 2-. Carbonate ion is having charge 2-. So in this case, formula mass is determined. We know that carbon is having mass 12. There are how many atoms of oxygen are present? 3. 16 into 3 divided by what is the charge which is present on this ion, that is 2-. So it means 2. So what will be the value which is obtained after solving? This is coming 60 divided by 2, it is 30. Similarly, we can also determine the equivalent mass of oxidizing or reducing agent. So what will be the formula which is used? Equivalent mass of oxidizing or reducing agent is equal to molecular mass divided by number of electron released or gained. So for equivalent mass of oxidizing or reducing agent is equal to molecular mass divided by number of electron released or gained during the reaction. Similarly, equivalent mass of acid and base can also be determined. Example, in the case of acid, equivalent mass of acid is having formula molecular mass of acid divided by basicity. Equivalent mass of base is equal to molecular mass of base divided by acidity. So in the case of acid, molecular mass of acid is divided by basicity. What is basicity? It is a number of displaceable H+ ion which is present in one molecule of acid. Similarly, in the case of equivalent mass of base, molecular mass of base is divided by acidity. It is the number of displaceable OH- ion which is present in the base, one molecule of base. Example, in the case of NaOH. In the case of NaOH, there is only one displaceable OH-, whereas in the case of H2SO4, this is acid. In this case, how many H+ ion which are displaceable? 2 H+ ion. It means 2 H+ and SO4 2-. So in this case, the molecular mass of H2SO4 is divided by 2 displaceable H+ ion. What is molecular mass of H2SO4? We have earlier determined the molecular mass of H2SO4. It is 98. So in this case, the basicity is 2. So the number of displaceable H plus ion is 2 divided by 2. So it is coming 49. It means the equivalent mass of H2SO4 is 49. Similarly, in this case, equivalent mass of base, if we take NaOH, what is the mass of NaOH? In this case, we know that sodium is having mass 23 plus 16 oxygen, single atom of oxygen, and 1 hydrogen, which is coming 40. So what will be the formula? What will be the equivalent mass of NaOH? 40 divided by 1, because in this case acidity is taken, which is number of displaceable OH minus. In this case there is only one OH minus which is displaceable. So 40 divided by 1, it means the equivalent mass of NaOH is exact 40.